Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Superman before Zack Snyder ruined him. Michael Keaton was the best Batman, while Christian Bale was just deadpan. No one remembers the other ones. Princess Leia in bikini and Transformer Lamborghinis. Please don't let Shia LaBeouf ever act again.
Please, God, no.
Remembering Tales from the Crypt, back when Michael Bay wrote good scripts.
He wrote scripts.
All right here is no mystery. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas.
Podcast.
Blake, give me your name.
Name.
Jeff, give me your favorite color.
Oh, you we're doing Mad Libs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, let me correct myself. Name.
Got it.
All right. Forest Green.
Ooh.
All right. Blake, give me a dance move.
The sprinkler. It's my favorite one to do, by the way.
Jeff, give me a friend's name.
Like the character's friends or just a friend of mine?
Either, however you would like to answer.
All right. Well, we'll make Jason the butt of these jokes.
Yeah. Or the hero, who knows?
All right. Blake, give me a descriptive word.
Of Jason?
Just in general.
Ooh. What would be a good descriptive word for Jason?
Not for Jason, but I mean, it can be, but.
Yeah. I'm going to phone a friend. Jeff.
Foul-mouthed.
No.
Okay.
Let's just go with irritating.
Perfect. All right, Jeff, give me your favorite place.
My bed.
Blake, give me an instrument.
I was about to say penis, but that's not an. Well, it could be an instrument. And because you're thinking of Jeff's bed
He didn't
and
say
Jason.
musical instrument, did he?
I just said
All right, let me just
instrument.
say, or I could say flute. No, hold on. Piccolo. Sorry.
Jeff, give me your favorite food.
My favorite food right now would have to be Sour Patch Oreos.
Yeah.
I've only got a couple left in my last pack.
Same here. We were able to find some in the wild, and Dr. Dana finally got to try them. Let's see here. Blake, give me a school subject.
School subject. Social studies.
All right. Jeff, give me a body part.
Body part. Well, I'm not saying what Blake's saying. I will say nostril.
Blake, give me your favorite activity.
Masturbation. I mean, if I was Jason.
Jeff, give me your favorite activity.
Sleeping.
All right. I think that is it.
Awesome.
All right, here. So we're starting off with a listener Mad Lib sent in by Jacobo. This Mad Lib was on the back of his children's Life cereal box.
Oh, no.
All right, so by Blake and Mikey's Band. Life is Awesome by Blake and Mikey's Band. The forest greens woke up ready to sprinkler and shout. I called up Jason and said, "Hey, let's hang out." No, nobody does that. It's called an irritating day, and I want to have fun. Let's meet at my bed and play Piccolo in the sun. If we get hungry, we'll get some Sour Patch Oreos to eat. Don't worry about social studies because life is sweet. So come on, shake your nostril and show off your smile. I can't wait to masturbate and sleep in rock star style.
It rhymes.
Oh, they did that on purpose, I think.
So there we go.
Excellent.
A little Life Serial Mad Lib to start us off with
Thank you, Life Series.
this week's episode of the History of Bad Ideas.
It's episode number 546. I'm Jeff.
Blake.
I'm Brian.
Jason should be along shortly. He's running late because he's got things to do, people to see.
All of a sudden, Tuesday night became the busiest night of the week for Jason.
He's got opposing baseball managers to piss off
All
by
right.
not playing extra innings after they tie.
I'd rather just wait for him to show up and talk about it than to talk about it now and then him show up and then us have to talk about it again.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is my favorite part of the podcast is when Jason's not here.
So you would have enjoyed all of last week.
I would have enjoyed all of last week, but I was on vacation, and I'm sure I missed Miss Marble's Fruity Pebble cheesecake, right?
No, you actually missed banana pudding Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, well, that's okay. I'm not a banana pudding fan.
Well, more for me.
There you go. You didn't bring any leftovers, obviously, this week.
There were no leftovers.
Leftovers? That's hilarious.
Yeah, who am I talking to?
You know, Jeff, when I got out here to the subdivision, I almost wanted to call her and explain how the roundabout to get to Jason's house worked.
Explain to her how roundabouts work.
Yeah, I didn't do that, but I wanted to. And if you listened last week, you would know that joke. So we'll see who gets it. Blake doesn't get it.
Ooh, that's loud.
Parliament, Big Ben.
Pretty much.
Or actually, for Jason's neighborhood, it'd be pool,
Car wash.
car wash, private gate, anti-terrorism, concrete blocks, tire spikes.
Ducks.
Yeah, we did have to break for a duck on the way out. It was a duck in the roundabout.
Going the opposite direction, probably, right?
No, they were just crossing the
Oh,
road.
just crossing.
Yeah.
I see. I see how it works. I was scared of roundabouts first, being American when I was living in Europe, but I came to like them. And now that they're becoming more prevalent in the U.S., I am very appreciative of it. And I like the fact that social media for cities are actually putting how to drive into a roundabout. But for some reason, my comments always get muted because I'm saying drive like a Napolitano and just go in full speed and let everybody get out of your way. But apparently that's not the right way to do it.
I mean, that's really no different than any other roundabout. I mean, people don't have any idea what they're doing. They just go and
Yeah.
hope they don't get hit.
Go to YouTube and put up a roundabout in Naples, Italy. And that's how I learned to drive around roundabouts.
I'd be more like the Clark Griswold. I can't get over. No one's like, come on, let me over.
Now, you can't drive like that in Germany because then they all get all mad at you. And then you honk your horns and start yelling at you in German, which is okay if you don't understand German.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. No,
Yeah.
you mentioned that. I got to check how far along I am in my Duolingo German lesson.
Ooh, Duolingo German list. I think, was it Scheichkopf?
187 days. I'm
there you
going.
go. Ooh. Cool.
How German does that make you?
Not very much.
Okay.
Most of them are just one little lesson a day. So a couple of days I did real good and I moved up in rankings, but then slowed down for the rest of the week or something.
That's right. Eine helles Bitte.
You want a Helles beer, please.
Yes. Eine kleine Nachtmusik.
A little night music. I knew that one before, though, because I like the song.
Ja, blau mit weiß.
That one I haven't learned, but it ends in Weiss, which is white.
Yes. Or you can say Mercedes.
Car.
Volkswagen.
People's car.
Volkspistol.
People's pistol.
That's right, HK VP9. Ooh, we hear movement upstairs. So the Jason father figure may be here.
Or maybe not.
Or maybe not. But anyways, yeah, do you guys want to go into the social media poll of the week, or do you guys want to talk about... Speaking of Scheißkopf...
Well, I don't have the actual final results on my outline for these social media polls.
I have a tie for 0% on mine.
Exactly.
Let me see if I can pull that up.
Yeah, while you pull it up, I have been wanting to start the Hulu Catch-22, and I just started and got through the first 2 episodes. I was a big fan of Joseph Heller's Catch-22
Is
novel.
this not Joseph Heller's Catch-22 novel?
It's actually fairly novel-like. I mean, it's not like, I mean, they did that movie back in the day.
Yeah. But this is based
Catch-22,
on the novel?
But it is based, it's
Okay.
more novel-based, and it is a little more timeliney beginning to through end, unlike the book, which is a spiral, right? Where you're intersecting it through. So it is kind of timely. And so you would have to do that in a series, especially if somebody wasn't familiar with the novel or the style. So it is starting kind of like in the beginning, starts with him training camp, and then when he comes through the old fictitious, was it Pianosa, starting their missions and how they, start increasing the missions with Cathcart, and eventually Scheißkopf shows back up, and et cetera. So it actually is pretty good, and I think it was it's actually produced by what's his name, the big actor. He's actually got a
Zach Braff.
no, not
George
Zach.
Clooney.
George Clooney, yes. It's actually sponsored by Clooney. So I am a couple years behind. I've been wanting to watch it. And I've finally got that opportunity to start. And it's kind of interesting. It would be difficult for people to follow because there's a lot of characters and different things going on. So
what you're saying is the people couldn't follow it if it followed the timing of the book.
it may be a little difficult.
So
but if you've read the book,
kinda
you're
like
you
the-
know what's going on.
The 5th season, I think it was the 5th season of Arrested Development, where it was told from each episode was a different person's point of
Yes,
view.
perspective.
And people couldn't follow it, and then they had to re-edit the entire thing.
So
the entire
it's chronological.
season. Chronological, which
Yes.
ruined a bunch of jokes or callbacks because they're no longer callbacks. 'Cause
Correct.
They just happened.
Yes. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I liked it better out of order.
Yeah. That's pretty good. But I am pretty excited about that. I do get to do that. And of course, I was, direct message you guys.
Oh, hey, look who's here.
yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
Sleepyhead finally woke up.
I wish I was sleeping.
Ah. I brought your Amazon deliveries in from the porch.
Thank you.
I expect a tip.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping for financial compensation.
Are we playing just the tip?
Oh, wait.
No, we're not.
You're not plugged in there, Jason. Your headphones, you'll have to hand.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me get those for you. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Jason.
Wow. Oh, there we go. Now I'm done.
All right. Everyone.
Blake, are you cold?
Yes. That's why I'm wrapped myself in a blankie.
Oh, poor baby.
That's right.
So, what have we talked about?
Blake was talking about Catch-22 on Hulu.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did a Life serial Mad Libs.
okay.
Yeah.
We had
There you go.
we had a listener send me a Mad Lib off the box of Life cereal that their kid eats.
Oh, nice.
So we started with that.
I like it.
You know what we should do is
You'll
make
have to
him-
listen to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We actually, Jacobo, is that it?
Yeah.
Jacobo has to write our answers into the spaces in the back of the cereal box and make his kid read it.
Gotcha.
I don't think that
I
we
don't think
want to
that-
do that.
Not with some of those answers you gave.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
You kind of look like
time they learn about birds and the bees and Jason.
you know what that blank.
They're like 4. they're okay. They don't need to learn about it.
Well, then
Yeah.
it'll help them read and they'll become literate and geniuses.
Illiterate or literate? I don't know.
Yeah, the literacy rate is 47%. Is that 47 can or can't read?
I don't think it matters at that point. Either way, that city has issues, Jeff. Blake, you look like an old lady in in the woods, lost in the woods. You got your glasses halfway down. You got the yellow blanket on.
Yeah, I didn't notice your nose was so long, Jason. And Jeff, you're very hairy, and you need your fingernails cut.
The better to scratch you with.
And Brian,
Oh.
you smell like dog treats.
All right.
I don't think I remember that part in the story. Well, hi, you smell like dog treats.
Well, your dogs were barking.
Yes.
And they obviously couldn't have been barking at me.
No.
But I think my theory is Brian smells like dog treats.
Or they just really like Brian.
Yeah.
They love Brian.
Exactly. They're saying, Brian, save me. If I spoke dog, I think that's probably what they're saying because Brian's a dog saver. That's right.
Did we talk yet about the boys ending after next season?
We were going to get there.
Oh, okay.
We're waiting for you.
Oh, okay.
But now that you brought it up,
Yeah.
What's everybody think? One more season.
Well, technically 2.
This season, one more. I
I
mean,
was about to say, is that the end of this upcoming season?
no. For season 5.
We still have 2 full seasons left.
I mean, it depends on what they do, but
I can see them running out of.
I kind of thought they started
Runway.
to run out already, so...
I thought the last season began and ended the same exact way. Like, there's nothing that really.
nothing got accomplished.
Yeah,
Nothing
I mean, it was still
moved the storyline.
enjoyable, but
It was in my opinion, it was a prototypical season 3.
you think?
of a lot of shows.
Okay.
Like, there's not like a, you know what I mean? Like it's
We got to keep going. We don't know if we're going to
Yeah.
keep going after one more season.
we know that we're coming back for next season, so but we don't know like how much more we're gonna get. So it's like they were always a season, you know.
Yeah,
Actually-
it's like they had a writer's strike.
Well, that too.
Season, I'm okay with it ending at season 5. Personally, I'm much more invested in Gen V. I thought Gen V was a lot of fun.
I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched that.
I
either.
enjoyed Gen V more than any season of The Boys.
Oh, really?
Really,
I think I like season 1 of The Boys the best,
I liked it.
and then Gen V was probably the second favorite.
Season 2 was okay. Season 3 got what I was like. The novelty of it wore off, I think, a little bit. I mean, there were some very funny moments in season 3, but you're like, yeah, what are you doing?
Like, what else is
what's
there?
happening? What do you? Yeah, where's the movement? Okay, somebody can blow people's brains up.
Homelander is evil. We get that.
Yeah,
Somebody release the video on the plane. Please, somebody release that video.
yeah, and all right, and then you're bringing in the child and the butchers and you know with the child and his ex-wife and blah blah blah. I was like, okay.
Do you think, because that video of him letting the people die on the plane is going to get released by probably end of season 4 is what my guess is. Because then it goes into season 5 that Homelander could be just a villain, and how do you take him down? That would be how I write it. I'm not a writer. But if I did, who releases that video, though? My thought is the Aquaman guy.
The Deep?
The Deep.
Not
I could see the
Starlight?
Deep.
Starlight, right? Starlight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see the Deep doing it.
The Deep. Deep doesn't have that ability to be that smart.
That's true. He does like an
I mean, if he is the one to release it, it's because...
He's pissed.
Yeah, I mean, he's the one who's been, you know, didn't it end up him sucking up to
Yeah.
Homelander to try and get back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
While everyone else is trying
Yeah,
to
but
distance themselves.
Is he really the one to have the redemption at the end?
No,
Like
I
he's
think
not the
his-
character.
His redemption chances, I think, is already
Gone, right?
So who gets redeemed?
I don't know if there's anybody.
I don't think Butcher does.
I think honestly, I can see them going that way with it.
With Butcher? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I like the
there's
character.
a storyline where Butcher is actively taking the Gen V serum to become what he hates in order to defeat what he hates.
Yep.
I mean, there is that irony.
You know, I'm hoping in season 4 or 5 they have an exploding dildo like they did in the comic books.
Oh my God! I do have to say the orgy scene with
Yes,
the guy that becomes really tiny,
Herogasm? We have the cover of that up here.
Yeah, that
in the
was
studios.
kind of funny.
Yes.
In a horrible way.
yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, in the comic books, I remember that. Yeah, they give this one woman this one superhero a dildo, and it explodes while she's using it. And I'm like, what the hell am I reading?
And you want to see that on TV.
Sure, why not? Why not?
That makes sense.
In Gen V, we saw
Which hero do you want to see explode?
Homelander. He uses it. Actually, I could see the Deep using it and blowing up. So,
Yeah. But you know, when they had the big final big bad evil guy battle, you know, with Homelander and Butcher and everything, and there's the opportunity to end it all, but no, you got to keep things going because there is going to be a season 4. We just found out, and they kept writing that in, and then now they got season 5. Maybe it'll be a climactic drive to the end.
I think
that's a coordinated effect of writing and moving the storyline.
I think season 4 ends with Homelander being the villain. Like, he's always the villain, don't get me wrong, but like the public sees him as the villain.
They turn on him.
And then they're going to be like, it's going to be like, oh shit, how do we take him down?
Or could it be a redemption story for Homelander because the Butcher becomes so enraptured with defeating Homelander, becomes the evil big bad guy taking the Gen V?
That could
and
be
Homelander
interesting.
saves everybody.
And then Homelander gets off on being the good guy finally.
Yeah, do you think Homelander,
Cares?
yeah.
Well, he cares about his son. That's
Yeah.
obvious, right? After he found out he had an offspring, right?
Yeah.
So
But
maybe
does
that
he care
could be
about
part
his
of
son, or does he just care about his legacy?
I don't know.
That's a good
We'll
question.
find out in season 4 and maybe 5.
Welcome to Boys Talk. Speaking of shows, did everybody watch The Acolyte? Shut it, Blake.
Nope.
What? You didn't?
No.
Nope.
I did.
I did.
Forgot all about it.
Okay.
But I don't even know what it's on.
Disney Plus.
Oh, that's a Star Wars thing. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, half of us have watched it.
Disney.
Yeah, I remember now.
Half of us watched it.
We did.
What did you think?
I liked it enough that I will continue to watch it.
Okay.
I actually think it's one of the better things Star Wars has put out lately.
Not if you go online. People say the writing is bad.
Weird.
That,
I don't go online to read other people's opinions.
even
on
number
Star
one fan
Wars.
Doug said the Jedis are not very good at Jediing, which I thought was funny.
I think they're very good at Jediing because Jedi are terrible, terrible people.
They're really bad.
I heard. I just when I was joking around and looking at the IMDb reviews where I found
Oh, don't.
when you said your
Don't.
son really enjoyed it, and I said, and the title was it feels like a teenager wrote this.
Yeah, well, there you go. My son's
Well,
a
there you go.
teenager.
Yeah, you'd probably like it. But one of the other criticisms I just glanced at was like, where the hell you got to put out a fire in a space vacuum? What's up with that shit? There's space vacuum. There's no fire. And I'm like,
I did point out that one. It's like, okay, it's on fire out in space. Okay.
I did like the assholes from Phantom Menace, the two aliens, the ones that are do the trade embargo.
The Nemoidians, I don't think they're the same.
It's not the same ones, but it's the same race.
the same
It's like
race.
they're always fucking assholes.
Well, yeah.
They're in it. I thought that was funny. I enjoyed it. I liked it. My son and I both said we really liked it because you didn't need a big backstory. It's not
You
with
have
the
no backstory. That's what's great about it.
Yeah, there's no fucking Skywalker saga drama like the Kennedys. The Kennedys of the Star Wars era is the Skywalkers, and there's none of that. And it's like, this is great. And I do kind of like the Jedi. Like, I kind of like that they're in the control.
you're right. That's what I liked about Rogue One.
Yeah.
They brought in all these new characters, all this, So I understand that concept, but as I've talked about in our online conversations, I am kind of fatigued by all the Star Wars stuff that's been out there. I'm
can
not
see
really
that.
looking for anything new except for finishing Andor. Mm-hmm. Right? And it's the same way with the Marvel series. Is like, I'm fatigued by these. At a certain point, do you think that's, is it eventually
They don't
dwindles
care.
and starts,
They're just going to keep.
They're going to keep shitting stuff out until they can try and make $2 billion back
I'll be honest with
after the other
MCU.
production costs.
With Marvel, my son and I have yet to finish Loki season 2 yet. We got like 4 episodes left. We never even started Echo.
And you know what? I loved season 1.
I love season 1. Yes.
And season 2, I was like, let's get to this. Okay, it's an interesting concept. It's good. It is okay. But I was just like, can we end it?
Yeah.
And then when the ending happens, you're like, okay.
I did like my son is really excited because Moon Knight season 2 is coming out in the next
I
couple
forgot
years.
all about that one. In the next couple years.
They said 2025 is the hope.
What's coming out?
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Season 2.
see,
My
I was
son-
excited for Moon Knight. In that series, I was like, it's okay.
Oh, I really enjoyed it. That's actually my son's favorite series so far is Moon Knight.
I think it might have been my least favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about the character going into
I
it.
knew very little, but
Yeah.
I just knew it was their version of Batman, and it really wasn't, to tell you the truth.
well,
I mean,
that's
what,
the
I think that's what it was.
of all generalizations
That was-
to come up and say.
I mean, they
That's
say
what
the same thing
that's-
about Daredevil.
That's how it was sold to me.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
The new Daredevil?
Yeah.
If it ever comes out, because they keep rewriting
Looking
it.
forward to. I see what he did there.
Bump, bump, shh. But no, Acolyte, enjoyable. I like the fresh start on it. Overall, like I said, I enjoyed it enough. So, and, I've liked it better than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
well, I didn't like Obi-Wan at all.
I did like... There was parts of it that were okay, but overall, I did not care enough about the series.
Couldn't get past the first 2 episodes.
Hey, there's that Jedi we need. Blake, should we go get it? Get him?
Where?
He's over there. Should we go get him? No. Should we go get the Jedi? We're searching for a Jedi.
He
No.
is so confused at what you're trying to do.
I'm trying to talk about the series, Blake.
He's trying to make fun of the television show. And now Blake has a hammer and is
Yes.
going to break all your
Hey,
toys.
Blake, we should...
We're here to get all the Jedi.
He's right
except
there.
for that one. We'll let him go, but I want everybody to know.
Hey, there's one back there,
we're gonna
too, Blake. Go
one.
get him. Go get him.
We're
He's
gonna
pretty
kill
far.
them all. We're gonna get them, and what about that one? We'll get them later.
I'm too tired. Let's go get some
Because
blue
they're
milk.
using their Jedi mind trick.
Let's go get some blue milk. I did buy blue milk, Star Wars blue milk from Target.
I hear there's a good butcher in town.
Well, ship's over.
We're here to look for Jedis and good meat.
You know what? It just recurs to me. Obi-Wan Kenobi throwing the meat down after he's cutting it, like when the shift's over. It's like Homer Simpson with the radioactive rod going through his bag. He just drops the work.
Just leave the meat
Shift's
there.
over.
Aren't you gonna put that away?
I need it for my camel hump thing. Yeah, good times.
I know.
I'm sure Blake or Jim's going to yell at
Yeah,
us for
sorry, Jim.
Yeah.
I just don't like that they did not take food preparation seriously in the
Exactly.
future in the Star Wars universe.
You
I
just
mean, there's
leave
no
the-
sanitation.
No.
There are no gloves.
No.
And they just left the food sit out overnight.
I mean,
Yeah.
he could have just seared the meat with his lightsaber, but that would give away his identity,
That's true.
despite the fact that he looks exactly the same.
And his name is Obi-Wan Kenobi.
He's going by Obi-Wan
no,
Kenobi.
no, his name was Ben.
Oh, Ben.
Sorry,
That's
Ben
all right.
Kenobi. And
I'm
hey,
not related to that Obi-Wan guy.
who's watching Luke? Their last name's Skywalker too. Maybe we should check them out. Why did that not happen?
The whole point was that he could find Luke easy enough.
Darth?
Leia
Okay.
was the one they were trying to keep hidden.
I gotcha. So they were sacrificing
They were
Luke.
sacrificing Luke.
Yeah, because she was
Obi-Wan
a
just-
princess. Luke
Yeah.
was just a dirt farmer.
I just love that. Hey, where should we give this baby to? There's a royal family that wants her. What about this baby? There's a farmer. Just give it to him. We don't give a shit about this kid.
Let's go and work on dehydrators on a desert planet.
It's a moisture farm.
Yeah.
So that's your review of Acolyte.
Yeah, none of that had to do with the Acolyte.
Man, I can't wait to go home and watch
Yeah.
that.
Brian, everything we talked about, zero of it had anything to do with what happened in the Acolyte.
Oh,
So,
well, now I'm not interested.
Don't read the reviews. Just watch it.
That's
make
the-
your own opinion.
Why would
right?
you read any reviews?
The
Because
fact
they're
that there
funny,
are
actually.
that people get paid to review things is to me is the dumbest thing ever.
Yes.
Because that gives you a reason to talk yourself out of seeing something.
Yeah, that's why I don't read professional critic reviews.
I thought you meant you
I
just
read-
don't read.
Jason's and Jeff's and Jim's reviews.
Speaking of reviews that we just bitched about, why are you listening to reviews? I did watch The Last Stop in Yuma County this week. We rented it, my wife and I.
Was that a train movie?
No. It's a very
it a cowboy
Tarantino-like
movie?
No. It takes place in the 1970s. Two bank robbers. They get away with a lot of money, and they they stop at a diner
At 310?
Nope. Stop it. In Yuma. Because the gas station is waiting for the fuel truck to come by and fill up the gas tank so everybody can leave.
Oh, it's the 70s when the gas crisis was going on.
And
Did
so
they run into Nick Papagiorgio?
and then so one of the customers and the waitress who also owns the place, the owner, they realize that these are the two bank robbers in the diner, and basically the bank robbers are like, you're going to go with everything, you're going to do everything normal. I'm going to fucking blow your brains out otherwise. And so, like, as people come in, they're quirky characters that come in throughout the day, very Tarantino-like. You know, it all takes place in that diner and the gas station next door. They're waiting for the fuel truck. Like, all these people are just waiting for the gas because there's not another gas station for another 100 miles. You're in the middle of nowhere. And then it
You're
starts.
in the middle of Yuma. Yuma is not nowhere.
Well, in the 70s, it was nowhere. So it was funny, though.
1870s, it was big.
At one point, the bank somebody pulls out
If they used public transportation, they wouldn't have been stuck at a gas station.
I don't think they have public transportation.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
they
a
had
train.
a train. We saw that.
That's
Chris
true.
Bale was on
310.
that.
The 310.
Yes, true. It was funny, though. They all pulled, one of the people pulls out a gun, and everybody pulls out a gun. He's like, does everyone have a gun here? And they're all like, yeah.
Yeah, you're in the West.
I thought we discovered they were the bank robbers, and like the waitress and the chef were conspiring to keep them there.
No.
It's like, hey, I'm waiting for those eggs. Well, we had to go out and get some more eggs from the chicken.
Going to be a while.
Gonna be a while.
Brian, you would like this. One of the guy that owns the gas station next door, he's one of the twin brothers from the replacements of the offensive line.
No.
The guy that shoots the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's it. I was like, hey, he must have retired from being a scab. But it was enjoyable. I recommend it. The third act gets a little. It's okay, but it could have ended better. But it builds the tension, and it's really enjoyable. So
What's
if
that
I
called
watch
again?
it, I can blame you if I don't like it.
it's $6 on Amazon
Oh, wait,
to
that's
rent.
free.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to pay?
Yeah,
Ah.
my wife we were either going to watch that or the Von Erich movie,
Iron Claw.
Iron Claw.
Iron
Yeah,
Claw.
and my wife's like, let's look for something a little bit more uplifting. I was like, well, I don't think this is going to be uplifting. It was
Look for
humorous.
something a little more less wrestly.
Yeah, less suicidal.
What was it called again?
Iron Claw.
No, I'm talking about Yuma.
Last stop in Yuma.
Last stop in Yuma.
Yeah.
The last stop in Yuma County.
Yuma County, sorry. So, highly recommend it. Anybody else watch anything, or you guys talk about that yet?
No, we
Yeah.
were in the middle of that.
Kinda.
Okay, go ahead.
Pretty much. That's it.
Okay.
I did watch, like I said, The Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I did want to say that hasn't been said yet is I love how the biggest name in the series, Carrie Ann Moss,
Yes.
is killed in the first 5 minutes.
Yes. Spoilers.
It's the
Sounds
first
like-
5 minutes. There are no spoilers.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that a Hitchcock?
I don't know.
Psycho.
I'm assuming she'll probably show up in flashbacks because it's set up that there'll be flashbacks involved.
Gotcha.
So I'm assuming she'll be in flashbacks. But it was a pretty cool fight. So, Brian, you can at least watch the fight and watch Carrie Ann Moss get killed.
Who's the villain, though? The one in The Secret.
Oh, I have no clue.
Darth Maul.
No.
Why not? Bring him back every time.
But this is pre-Darth Maul.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be the most recent Darth it would be Darth Pelagius.
Yes.
And I even doubt it'll be that.
Yeah, I
It'll
don't
be
think it'll
somebody we've never heard of.
Oh, I hope it's Palpatine again. A young Palpatine.
Oh, that would be great if it was Palpatine. If it's Palpatine, I might stop watching.
I'll be honest, I might too. I've been pulling the strings behind the scenes for 150 years. Brian, you watch anything?
But I'm telling you, Brian, you don't need to know anything about the
No.
rest of the universe other than these are space wizards.
Yep.
Not space witches.
That's in Andor. No. What was that in?
No, that was the ABC.
Oh, yeah. Ahsoka.
Yeah, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Oh.
There's so many Star Wars shows we can't even keep who's in what.
I haven't watched Ahsoka yet.
That's good. I enjoyed it.
Watching Andor, I didn't get into it.
Oh, I loved Andor.
So we'll see how the Acolyte just seemed like, okay, you don't need to be involved in knowing anything going in.
My oldest son liked Andor a lot, too.
So I went with that. Anyway, I also watched The Quiz with Balls.
Oh, my God. I
the
saw
new
this.
game show.
I saw this. It's so bad.
I like the format of the questions,
Uh-huh.
but the ridiculous stunt of you get knocked into the water by a big ball if you get it wrong is so terrible.
You're on a ramp and a giant ball comes down and knocks you into the water if you get the question wrong.
Like you got a team, and however many people are currently not eliminated, that's how many correct answers there are to this question. And you go stand on top of the answer that you think is right. And so all your team is standing on the answer. There's like, if they start with 5 people and there's 6 answers, 5 are right, 1 is wrong. If you stand on the one that's wrong, the ball will knock you into the water and you're eliminated for the rest. And then the next question, there'll be only 4 right answers. But I mean, which is an interesting thing, you got you have to get, but
Sounds complicated.
The whole knocking into the water,
Except for the ball part.
the ball part. The ball part is the stupid part.
It's like a trivia game show with Wipeout.
Yeah, and it's
Big balls.
It's an hour-long show that could be easily a half hour.
Yes. Did you watch the 1% Club with Patton Oswalt?
I have not.
My family really likes that. 1 episode in, really good quiz show. So there's only 1 episode so far, so that's why. It's a good quiz show.
You're at 1%.
Yes. Brian, have you watched anything?
Finally caught up current to Blue Bloods.
Oh.
That binge has been completed.
For all the 70 to 80-year-old listeners out there.
Hey.
You still have the stash to sell it?
Of course.
Yeah, there you go.
Kind of excited, even though the second half of the season wraps it up. They are talking about spinning off and doing a Paramount Plus series of the universe of Blue Bloods.
Kind of like they did with Criminal Minds. They put it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
Which apparently is back this week.
Yes.
So that was kind of exciting to read that they were doing that. Okay. Potentially. I mean, obviously, whatever, but nothing's like done with that, but they're talking about that.
Okay.
And then I restarted watching Deadwood on HBO.
Never saw that.
This is probably my 3rd time watching it.
Are you picking up on clues to what happens later in the show and the seasons?
Little Easter eggs.
Yeah,
Foreshadowing
catching Easter
that you
eggs
didn't
or foreshadowing
notice
stuff.
before.
Yeah, I have picked up a few things that I missed, and one of the biggest things that I missed somehow is that Garrett Dillahunt plays multiple characters in the show.
Oh,
He was in season 1. He's one character, and then season 2 he comes back as a completely different character. Like just completely blew by me, and then I was like, because I kind of like was binging it where I've like finished and went right into season 2, so it was a little bit more current. And I was like, wait a second.
I guess when this came out, was he pretty much not recognizable, like not a name that people? Because I know you see a lot of times in shows somebody gets several different roles. Like Law and Order has tons of people who are in 4 different episodes playing 4 different characters.
Yeah,
But, I mean, the way it's said, I mean, it's none of them are, at least the time when they did it, were like real famous actors. So, you can just bring them back because they're just playing somebody and you don't recognize that person. I was just wondering if that's where Garrett Dillahunt was at that time.
I'm trying to. Let me see if I can place this. But yeah, like that totally just like went right over my head the first 2 times I watched it. And then apparently, like that they did the movie like the Deadwood movie.
Did they do a movie?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then
heard they were talking about it.
so apparently he plays a third character, different character. He came back for the movie to play someone else because they wanted him.
Yeah, why
'cause he's-
not?
Yeah.
How many seasons was it?
3.
And then the movie?
And then the movie.
Okay.
Because everybody wanted them to do another season the way that the third ended because they didn't know if they were coming back or not. And then
So the movie ends the 3 seasons?
for the most part, yeah, it kind of ties everything up and gives everybody
Is this on Max?
It is.
Okay.
It was an HBO original.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they sold it to another company like Westworld.
No, it is on Max.
You're still angry about that.
Actually, I'm not. Season 3 ended the way it should have ended, so I'm fine with that. I think season 4 just, ruined my misconception.
I'm just going to stick with season 1 and never watch any of the others ever again. I don't even think I've finished 4 or 3, and I think I completely ignored 4. I can't remember.
I watched them all. I liked 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I was a big fan of 2. 3 was good. I enjoyed 3. It took a while to get there, but I enjoyed it.
Once they got out into the real world, I think I kind of got confused.
Well, my issue was that you didn't need 2 seasons in the real world. Like, 1 was fine. Like, why are we still in the real world? It's like, season 3, hey, we're going to shoot the villain. Oh, it's a hologram. Fucking A. How many times are you going to shoot this guy? It's a hologram.
Yeah, looking at his IMDb, Jeff, that kind of was like his biggest thing. Like, because prior to that, he was in an episode of CSI New York. Okay. He was in the TV movie Mr. Ed. He was in, so I take that back.
Tommy Boy.
He was in
I watched that this weekend.
He was in the TV show Leap Years.
I don't know.
Oh, I remember that show.
He was
Yeah, they only came out with a new season every 4 years.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew.
He was in 20 episodes of that in 2000 and
So that's
2001.
80 years.
So, like, he really didn't do anything.
And he
like,
didn't age?
an episode of here and there, like an NYPD Blue episode.
Did he show his ass?
I don't.
NYPD Blue.
But
time to show your ass.
But like after Deadwood, that's when like
he picked up
the big stuff started, like Law and Order, ER, Numbers, No Country for Old Men.
I'm about to say, I really didn't know who he was until Raising Hope.
Yeah.
But it's fun watching, like I said, Tommy Boy. You're watching him play Tommy's classmate, and you're like, oh, that is him.
Anything else, Brian?
Nope.
Okay. We did have you can follow us at Bad Ideas Podcast. We have a poll of the week this week. What film franchise that you would you like a complete reboot of? We had the Jason Bourne saga, Friday the 13th, Terminator, and Pirates of the Caribbean. In last place, Pirates of the Caribbean at 8%. They're like, that's enough. We've had 5 movies. We're good.
Oh, that's the one that had the least amount of movies on the list.
Oh, that's true.
At 5?
Well, Friday the 13th had, we're into
13.
12 or
11. I think 11. Because there hasn't been a new one in 10 years because the rights are up in arms or up in court issues.
Said Terminator had like 4 or 5, right? Yeah. Or am I missing one?
I think Terminator had 6.
Well, I'll get to Jason Bourne saga on Friday the 13th at 21% and Terminator at 50%. I will find that out for you guys.
There was Terminator.
I really
T2,
don't want to anything else Terminator.
The Judgment Day, T3, Rise of the Machines. There was
Terminator, Khaleesi, Game of Thrones.
Terminator.
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
There's Dark Fate.
Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. Terminator Salvation. Terminator Genesis. And Terminator
Genesis.
Dark Fate.
That was with Khaleesi.
6 of them. And then they also had a TV show, too.
Oh.
The Sarah Connor.
Wow.
Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Sarah Connor. Yeah.
That had Summer Glau as the Terminator.
Really? Jason Bourne movies. There is The Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Ultimatum, The Bourne Legacy, and Jason Bourne.
Born of Bourne.
Yeah, that's it. 5 right there.
5.
Jason Bourne is
there
born.
Was a 6th one.
Nope.
Well.
Okay. I mean,
is that counting the one with Renner?
Yeah, Jason Bourne of Kingstown.
Yeah, well,
Oh shit, Kingstown, Mayor of Kingstown. That's what I watched.
Yeah.
That's back.
Bourne it was the Bourne Legacy.
Legacy was the other one.
Yeah, so that's included. Yeah.
I thought Damon did another one after Jason Bourne.
Nope.
I guess I was wrong.
So there you go. Friday the 13th movies. That's a good one. How many Friday the 13th? I thought there was.
Because they already rebooted it once.
I thought there was. I thought they had like 13. But it was a big deal.
And then, do you count Freddy vs. Jason as a Friday the 13th movie?
Okay, so Friday the 13th.
Because we know they went up to Jason X.
They had part 2, part 3.
That was 10. Right?
The final chapter. A new beginning.
It wasn't final.
So there's your reboot.
Jason
New beginning.
Lives. Let's see here. The New Blood.
Jason
There's
takes
your second. There's your second.
Jason Takes
reboot.
Manhattan. Jason Goes to Hell.
Jason X.
Jason X, the best one. Freddy versus Jason, and then the reboot Friday the 13th. So that was 2009.
Third
So they've
reboot.
rebooted it 3 times.
Well, honestly, the New Beginning wasn't a
Reboot.
It was a continuation.
They brought him back from the dead.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
It was great. He's dead and buried, and the one guy decides, I want to dig it up to make sure he's dead.
Yes.
So he digs him up in a thunderstorm,
Yeah.
and he gets struck by lightning at the exact moment they uncover his
Yes.
body. And
So it's
that
kind of
brings him back.
Frankenstein-y.
Well, it's science.
But the guy, the guy,
At least it was a scientific rebirth.
Yeah. I mean, it was real.
but
Plausible.
it wouldn't have come back if the guy didn't do this to prove that he was still dead.
Jason X was the best one. They just decided to put him on a spaceship to study him.
Yeah.
Why are you putting him on a spaceship with just you people?
So
What
he
is
can't
wrong?
get away.
And then he was
Empowered.
scientifically empowered
Yes.
to Uber Jason.
It's okay. He just wanted his machete. And the one robot girl kept dropping her nipples. They kept falling off. Remember that?
I don't.
The timeliness of this is funny because I just saw a meme, where that still in the original Jason where he comes out of the water.
Yeah.
I guess they stopped it in his face and everything's all messed up. He looks like he's challenged.
Yeah.
And the meme says, I really don't blame the camp counselors for Jason at the camp. I blame his mom for leaving him there at camp. I mean, look at the kid. I'm like, oh
Poor
my
kid.
God. Yeah.
They haven't made a new one since 2009, and it's still in court about who owns the rights to it.
And there's the television show.
There is the television show.
Friday the 13th, which had nothing to do with Jason,
No.
No.
but it did
Nope.
have a cute redhead character in it. I actually watched, what was it?
Was there an ongoing storyline, or I thought it was just anthology?
they like all these
That's what I
cursed
thought.
items were gone missing, and they're trying to recoup them all, and that was the basis of that Friday the 13th.
Sounds like the librarians.
So you have
they're librarians of these artifacts.
Pirates of the Caribbean had Pirates Caribbean Curse of the Black Pearl. What is it? Dead Man's Chest. It had
World's End.
At World's End. Then On Stranger Tides. And then Dead Men Tell No Tales.
5 of it. So.
Yes. The last one was 2017. Oh, they brought Johnny Depp back in the 5th one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was the only way that they could get it made.
Yeah, after the 4th one without him, everyone's like, oh, dude.
This is terrible.
Terrible. Blake,
What's up with this new segment?
Oh, yeah, new segment. What should we watch? Nothing major. I was just thinking about this. Listener's choice should let us know what you want us to watch. And not that, give us a little bit of time to find it, like a movie or show, preferably a movie. Send it in to us at Bad Ideas Podcast or on the History of Bad Ideas Facebook page, or Bad Ideas Podcast on Threads. And let us know what you want us to watch. And we will do that.
Except for Doug. I don't want to be forced to torture of 2 hours of some horrible movie that Doug finds that I have to watch.
Like Dark Star. But that wasn't him.
If it's like his food choices, I'm not going to watch them.
Can we
No
put
porn.
like a time limit on it? Like, can we say it has to have come out in the last 15 years?
I would say 30, but you have to be able to stream it.
Yeah, I'm fine watching stuff from the 50s. I mean, that doesn't make it bad.
I'm not saying
The greatest
bad,
show on
but-
earth.
That's terrible.
And there's some good black and white movies out there.
Yeah.
But
Not the artist.
But you can't stream those.
Well,
I'm sure it's on like Turner.
like
Classic.
Is Turner around anymore?
Turner Classic
probably on
Movies,
Tubi.
TMC.
Oh, or
these movies
Freevee.
are
Or
on
Tubi.
Or did Freevee go away?
Freevee went away.
Oh, okay.
When Amazon decided to raise their prices to pay for ads, they didn't want to give anyone anything free.
So, if you have anything, send it to us.
It has to be accessible, is what you're saying.
Yes.
There you go.
I agree with that.
Hashtag WSWW.
It can't be on VHS because then Brian can't watch it.
What is that?
Exactly.
Hashtag Hobie Watch.
I mean VCR.
Hobie Watch.
I'm going to say WSWW.
Which would we
What
watch?
should
Oh.
we watch?
No, Hobie Watch.
VHS.
Hashtag Hobie Watch.
I like Hobie Watch better.
Yeah, Hobie Watch. So,
Panda Watch.
so please send that on in. So there you go. Listener feedback. Go ahead, Blake. Hit it.
Doug,
Ape hands.
formerly known as
Sunny D. Can't give yourself a nickname.
The jewel of the licking.
Beaver hands.
Beaver teeth.
Beaver tail.
Beaver nuggets.
Beaver ears.
Dunkaroo Doug.
Chili Billy.
Speaking of Buc-ee's,
Yeah.
Why?
my brother-in-law and sister wanted to stop at Buc-ee's as we were
sorry.
driving on our vacation. And the one north of Atlanta in between, was it Dalton and something?
Mm-hmm.
It was amusement park-like traffic
Yeah.
That's
to get
no
off
different
that
any of-
exit, to cross the exit, to
Yeah.
get it through the other lights.
Yeah.
And my brother-in-law finally gave up and went into the Loves across the street for gas.
There's always a Love's
And there's-
across the street
and
from
you know
Buc-ee's.
What? And they always get the runoffs of people
Yes.
like, fuck this.
Yes.
I ain't going
Yeah,
in
the
because
people
of
who
this crazy
just need
shit.
gas that don't give
Yeah.
a shit
Or
about
Twizzlers.
the circus.
Or don't need buck nuts.
The one in Richmond
Yeah.
And Love-
is the same. Like, I mean, maybe not so much now.
Yeah.
Well, now this time of year probably is because people are driving
Yeah.
for vacation.
I would
Yes,
say Love's has
true.
good bathrooms.
Yeah, they
The
do.
like the
Sorry.
first, I want to say 6 months. The one that opened in Richmond, it was like every time the exit was backed up onto the highway.
Yeah, the rule should be if the Buc-ee's is on the opposite side of your highway, the direction you're going, avoid it.
Yep.
That's good.
They should put one on each side of the highway.
They should put two at each exit. Yeah, exactly.
They should just make one giant one and build it over the highway.
Oh, I like that idea.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to give them any ideas because they're
Trademark.
trademark. You can't do it.
You can't do it.
If you decide you want to do it, you owe me millions.
Our Dayton one isn't open yet, is it?
I don't
No.
think so.
Yeah, the Huber Heights exit
If that's where it's at.
off of Interstate 75. Yeah.
It's the size of Dayton. So I would just let you guys know that.
The postman.
Oh, sorry.
He always rings thrice.
Not once, not twice.
Thrice.
I think
delivers
that was
thrice.
most of them.
Yeah.
Just ask his wife.
The Gemini Man.
The Gemini.
Yeah, his wife, the Gemini man.
So Doug. Yep.
What's Doug say?
What should we watch except for Doug?
Oh,
Doug, try Canadian of the Year, Scab Randall. He introduced himself to me for the first time when I was in
Scab
the
Randall?
urinal at the Comic-Con.
no.
I was kind of concerned.
This is a different Randall.
This
Oh,
is
okay.
Scab
Scab
Randall.
Randall. Okay, good.
Yeah, I hope she's not in the same bathroom as you.
Ooh.
'Cause
Yeah, that's right. Was spreading the gospel of Hobie at a Scranton. Is that the paper? Scranton,
Pennsylvania.
Scranton minor league ball game of this week. Oh, wait. Let me do this again. Try Canadian of the Year, Scab Randall, not the one who approached me in the bathroom
Yes.
while I was standing at the urinal with my penis in my hand, was spreading the gospel of Hobie at Scranton minor league ball game this week. What did the other Canadians of the Year do this week to spread the word?
Let's see. We got banana pudding,
Rice Krispie
Krispie treats. That spread the word pretty damn good. We got the animal cracker, Reese's animal
We had
crackers.
Reese's dipped animal crackers
That
from
sounds good.
those were delightful. Next Costco trip, I will
There you go.
procure us a bag.
Ooh, yes.
Or two. So besides, I mean, like she had to leave the tri-state area to spread the word, but the other Canadians of the year were
Well, what they did was they gave us good food.
they were bribing us. Like
That's the
their.
best way to win Canadian of the Year in my, or at least
I
my
got two
vote.
reds. Are they all red?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you either get red or blue.
Yeah,
We
hold
opened up
on.
the Star Wars Oreos, and it was the dark side.
Well, that's stupid.
So we get red
Or blue.
cream filling
I
because
got a Darth Maul and a General Grievous.
I got one that looks like Harambe.
I got one that looks like a bat.
Who is that?
I got a stormtrooper.
I don't know who
I think
this
that's
is either.
Darth Vader.
Is it?
It's got the big helmet on top.
That's a horrible design.
This
I
one looks
think
like Jar Jar Binks. The secret's out.
Well, he
I don't
was
know who
evil.
that is.
He is a Sith.
Who is that?
I'm interested in that.
There's red and white in the middle. There's
Let's
white.
see. Oh, that's some guy with a beard.
That
so
Count Dooku?
I would
Is it
guess
me?
Dooku.
That's a horrible design.
Well, my General Grievous looks just like General Grievous.
Hey, it's 9:29.
Is this Jar Jar?
Let's
He's
see.
not a Sith.
Yes, he is.
No, that's not
Hey,
Jar.
mine has white in the middle too.
Is that looks like a Darth Vader helmet? That might be a.
I don't know who that is.
Maybe mine's the Emperor.
I don't know who that is, Blake.
It's awful. It's not a good design. Anyways, Oreo. These are red. Is there taste any different,
Not for
or is
me.
this like the Lord of the Rings ones?
Not to me. They don't taste.
Mine's white in the middle.
Yeah, same.
They are.
But I don't taste any different.
Yeah, these are basically Oreos. This was
So
the,
what we're saying is they're good.
yeah, this was the last bag or box, whatever, I found at Kroger's. My Kroger. There was no other ones left, and so I grabbed it. I actually beat a kid up for it, pushed him down, said, "That's my Oreos. Don't you know I have a podcast? Damn you." So, what else we got here, Blake? It's kind of disappointing on these Oreos.
From an actual physical place that sends us listener feedback.
Oh.
It's pretty impressive. I wonder if it's AI. Dana Gardens. Would a stormtrooper from Star Wars actually make contact shooting at a red shirt from Star Trek?
What do you think?
No, they would miss, but the red shirt would still die.
How? Heart attack?
Many different ways. Trying to avoid being hit, they would trip and hit their head on the ground. I don't know. They would just find a way.
And then
to
the
die.
laser would hit off of something and come back and shoot the stormtrooper and kill it.
I don't know.
So
if
they
that would
both
happen. I mean, the stormtroopers are dying. They're just not
Good
killing.
shots. What do you think, Blake?
Yes.
Brian?
Huh?
Good job. I like that question, though.
Yeah.
what else we got?
Thanks for that one, Dana Gardens.
From another AI, BlakeBot at BlakeBot21.
Oh.
If you could have a clone of yourself, which jobs would you have the clone do for you to free up some time?
Laundry.
Laundry. I hate laundry.
I hate it.
How about my entire job?
Well, see, the thing is, your
a good
clone
idea.
is just like you. So if you make a clone and then send him to do everything you don't want, he will revolt and stop doing it.
Multiplicity.
So the clone will be, I don't want, you're alive.
Exactly. So you would have to split the job. Yeah. Now, granted, if your clone is just like you, he'll hate the jobs that you don't want either.
It sounds like there's a
But you're
movie
in
out there
control. You
already
made
for
the
this.
guy.
Just because you made him doesn't mean you can control him.
Oh, I'm controlling him. Or I could...
I mean, so this just says, what would you have them do to free up some time?
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing laundry, I could do something else. So I would have free time. Even as much as I hate it, it would free me up from that job.
So you're physically washing your laundry, or you just put it in the washer? Then you
Yes.
got to move from the washer to the dryer.
and then from the dryer back
Folding.
upstairs.
Oh, then you got to fold. You got to
it,
match all
hang
those
it.
socks.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
There's a
No,
pain.
the worst part of laundry is the 2 flights of stairs to
Correct.
go up and down. Same floor laundry would solve all of that problem.
Yeah.
I have same floor laundry and it still sucks.
Yeah. For curiosity, what is the serving size of an Oreo cookie? Recommended serving?
2.
That's it?
What do you mean that's it?
2.
110 calories.
140.
Oh,
2? That's it?
well, they do have thicker cream in these.
All right, I'll have another serving.
There you go.
Thank
I
you.
already had it out for you.
Oh my God! I gotta stop it. 2
What else we got, Blake? From Tequila.
Tequila Mum at Pink Oliphant.
Hello, Nikki.
It's all red.
Ooh, it's all red on that one.
When will you tour New Zealand with your podcast?
When are we going to New Zealand, Jeff?
Will we go offsite?
I want to go now.
Okay.
Or let's go during our winter, their summer.
Good call. Good call.
I say we go like the weekend after October 18th through the 20th.
Oh, Cincinnati Comic Expo at Sharonville Convention Center.
Be a nice vacation.
That would be nice. What do you think? Can we afford it?
Oh, as of right now, I can't.
Okay.
So unless we get a sudden influx of monies.
Can we call Nikki and maybe she could just host us at her house?
Well, she asked the question, so
I think we could just have her host.
just show up
Yeah.
and say,
She's very sweet. She probably would. She probably would let us. There's 2 kids there at that house, though, so it would be I don't know if you like kids or not. I would like to go just because it's closer to Bluey's home country of Australia.
you're insane.
Thank you.
I think this is one of them bike speeder.
Scout Troopers.
Yeah,
Scout
I got one
I
of
like the
those
Scout
speeder
Trooper.
bike guys too.
What's the other one?
I got
I
Jabba.
was just a stormtrooper.
Oh, Stormtrooper looks good.
I got Jabba. Does he count as the dark side? He
Jabba was
he
not
was just
a
a mafia
Sith.
dude.
No, he was just a gangster. He just was
Yeah.
looking for money.
Unless there is a Jabba Sith in the universe that we don't know about yet. Maybe it's in the Acolyte.
I got Stormtrooper, and then I got another crazy-looking guy. I don't know who this is. He looks
Star
like
Wars
the
saw
Emperor. He looks
you
like
guys
the
coming.
Emperor, but with goggles on.
That's the one Blake had I couldn't figure out.
Yeah, I don't know. Who that
Jar
is.
Jar.
Oreo and Star Wars saw you guys coming.
Thank you. Yes. Wrap this up here, Blake, with Professor Number 1.
At Doctor Number 1.
Oh, sorry.
You are given a magical wand and can bring one historical figure back from the dead. Who is it?
It's not going to be JFK Jr. because he's on his way back now.
Yeah, we don't need him. He's already back.
He's already on his way back. Any day now.
Yep. That's president.
I don't think I would pick someone who's been dead for a long time because the culture shock would probably be too much for him.
They'll die instantly.
I wouldn't, but I think it would be amazing to bring back like Abraham Lincoln right now, just to see.
Well,
To unite us all?
Yeah,
to be fair, there is a big influx of vampires, so him being a vampire hunter would help.
He is America's best vampire
He
hunter.
is. He is. That could be good. It could be good. I don't know. Historical figure. Roosevelt?
let's just go Hitler. Let's do it.
Teddy?
Just kill him?
Or Franklin?
Yeah,
Just to keep killing him?
yeah. Why not?
I like that. In different ways.
Yeah.
I like that.
I don't want to bring Hitler back.
I mean, he'd fit.
you'll kill
He'd
him.
fit right into the society right now.
Stop it. Down the hall.
So I
He's
hear.
probably got far too many followers right now. So yeah,
How about Calvin Coolidge? Bring him back.
William Howard Taft, so he could see his road.
Or about Herbert Hoover?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King Jr., so he could see his road.
Martin Luther.
in every city?
Martin Luther.
His dad.
Yes.
I mean,
No, Martin Luther is not his dad.
The religious guy.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
You just said Martin Luther.
Yes, I did.
I don't know who that is.
He's the guy who
nailed
started
the-
the Protestant Reformation.
Yeah.
and
He nailed
the
the-
religious.
Yeah. The whole
religion
Lutheran
of
Church is,
Lutheranism named after
based on his
Based on
ideas.
that.
On his 13 ideas or whatever it was. Yeah, his whole...
His 90.
Who's the guy in Church of
Right.
the Mormons?
John Smith.
Yeah, John Smith. Let's bring him back.
Brigham Young.
Yeah. See where he buried those plates.
No, those golden golden
dum,
shekels.
dum.
Yes.
Well, they're in the main church.
What do you think
down
about the
there
underwear thing?
in Utah?
I don't know if I want to bring a religious figure back at
probably
all.
not a good call.
I mean, Buddha would be the closest.
Sammy Davis Jr.?
Confucius would be interesting.
What about what's his name? The old head coach from the Packers. The Super Bowl trophy's named after him. Yeah, Lombardi. Bring back Vince Lombardi.
Why?
Bring back Vince
So he can
Lombardi
coach the
so he
Browns?
can coach in the NFL again and see if he can actually win now with all the Bring back Paul Brown. Bring back Vince Lombardi. Bring
Vince
back
Lombardi.
Papa Bear Hollis.
Come on.
Fucking get Bear Bryant up here too.
Yeah.
Hey, Vince Lombardi, we brought you back. Oh, my God. Can I see my kids? No, you're coaching. Get the hell out of the locker room.
We brought you back to coach the Browns. The fucking Browns, they're still around. They were terrible before I
Well,
died.
this is version 2. Are they bad? Yes.
No, you bring back him for the Packers. You bring back Paul Brown for the Browns.
Yeah, but Vince Lombardi doesn't want Coach Jordan Love.
Bring back
Gotta get Aaron Rodgers back.
Bring back he who shall not be named so we can bury him in Baltimore again.
I saw someone shared a clip. It was like the introduction to CBS Sports Football in like 1977.
Yeah.
And they're like, every clip of a game they show in this introduction is against the rules today.
Really?
And there were just so many like terrible tackles, like hip tackles and face masks. And I mean, it was just... Yep, that's
so
against,
much CTE.
That's against the rule. Yep, that's against the rules.
There was one clip they showed like, oh, you couldn't do this anymore. And literally the quarterback, it was from the 80s. I think it was, who's the quarterback for the, was it Rick Meyer for Seattle? He was going out of bounds and he was out. And this guy, the linebacker, just elbowed him in the face, knocked him down, and just walked away. No flag. It's over. Like, he was a good 5 yards out of bounds. He's fine.
I think even then, late hits were still a thing.
They didn't call it. They didn't call it.
He had it coming.
He did.
Yeah, they should have just changed that to just calling it the evolution of CTE.
He's fine. He doesn't know where he's I hope that answers your question, Dr. Number One. We brought a whole lot of people back.
I don't see how Hitler would be a bad choice.
I think Hitler's the worst possible choice you could have had.
He would find a way to not get killed again.
I mean, he got killed. So,
Well,
I mean, he did it.
Unless you think he's still alive.
Well,
He's in Argentina.
Yeah.
He played in the Falklands invasion.
Yeah.
he's hanging out with Elvis and Tupac.
We'll bring Tupac back.
I thought
Elvis.
Start another gang warfare.
I thought he was frozen with Walt.
Kendall and Drake
Walt Disney.
or whoever would... Walt Disney's head.
That's right.
Just bring the head
Ted
back.
Williams' head.
Oh, put them onto each other.
Ted Williams' head on Walt Disney's body.
Oh, I was thinking Walt Disney's head on Ted Kennedy.
Ted Kennedy. We don't want to bring Ted Kennedy back. He is,
Chappaquiddick won't know what hit it.
You can't put Ted Kennedy.
He'll just kill someone else, allegedly.
I
mean,
said
to be fair,
John F.
my
Kennedy's
guess,
head. I was like, there's not much left. You can't.
my choice will also do that.
Fine, bring back Robert F. Kennedy.
Junior. Bring him back. Whatever he is now, that's not him.
He has a worm in his head.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's controlled by aliens.
What the fuck is going on? So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah.
Can't wait for Herbert Hoover 2.0. It's going to be awesome.
He's going to advise us on the stock market.
That's going to be great.
Once William Howard Taft uses road, man.
What the fuck is going on here? Jeff, just go to box office news.
Whoa. We're not skipping News of the Geek.
Fine, I'll do one News of the Geek.
I have News of the Geek if you don't want to read these
Go
stories.
ahead. Just do one.
I have one.
What are you going to do? Oh, you got one from...
It's time for another installment of the News of the Geek.
This is actually bombshell breaking news here. Joey Chestnut has been banned from participating in Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest on July 4th.
But why?
The perennial winner of the hot dog eating contest, who earned his 16th mustard belt in 2023, has reportedly brokered a deal to be the spokesperson for a rival company of Nathan's, which goes against brand exclusivity rules. Chestnut is representing Impossible Foods and their new plant-based Frankfurter.
Is it really their competition?
Yeah, does Nathan's have a plant-based Frankfurter?
They do not.
Then I don't think it's competition.
I don't either.
We are devastated to learn that Joey Chestnut has chosen to represent a rival brand that sells plant-based hot dogs rather than competing in the 2024 Nathan's famous 4th of July hot dog eating contest.
You know what? If you're that devastated, let him compete.
That a spokesperson for the MLE, which is the Major League Eating Committee Association.
I mean,
here's my question.
When you kowtow to corporate sponsorships, you ruin the competition.
I just like Nathan's is like, fuck this guy. How dare he eat healthy? How dare he?
Well, healthy with
Healthy,
air quotes.
quote unquote. How dare he eat plant-based
You know
food?
what? You know what? Impossible Foods should simulcast him alone competing, eating the fake frankfurters
Do
at the
it.
same time as the Nathan's contest.
I'm not even going to ask to trademark that because I want to see it happen.
Do it.
Yeah.
Major League Eating and Nathan's went to great lengths in the recent months to accommodate Joey and his management team, agreeing to the appearance fee and allowing Joey to compete in a rival unbranded hot dog eating contest on Labor Day.
How much do you think is his fee?
For nearly 2 decades, they have worked under the same basic hot dog exclusivity provisions. 20 years they've had basic hot dog provisions.
You could have represented anybody except another hot dog company.
It seems that Joey and his managers have prioritized a new partnership with a different hot dog brand over our long-term relationship.
They should make him eat fake bread with the Impossible hot dogs while he's doing the competition.
While Major League Eating maintains that Chestnut is an American hero and they would love to work with him again, we hope that he returns when he is not representing a rival brand.
Does this bring Kobayashi out of retirement?
Probably not.
My question is this, though. Like, what does Joey Chestnut get out of this? Unless he's getting, like, millions of dollars from Impossible Food. Yeah. Like, what does he, like...
Is he making any money winning the
Well,
competition?
he just got a lot of free publicity.
Well,
he did,
so
but
did Impossible
your
Foods.
I think you do win some money.
yeah, but I
his
mean,
whole
his
thing is...
sponsorship is probably more than what he would win at this
You
one
hope,
contest.
because at this point, like, his whole thing is that he eats the most hot dogs.
Well, I don't like the way they do the contest anyways. Because
All right.
they take the hot dogs, break them in half, shove them down. They don't eat it at the same time with the buns, which I have a problem with.
Oh,
They
that's
should be
right.
eating it all at
the
the same
buns.
time. Yeah, with the buns.
He-
I mean, that's a technicality. If I ran the MLE, I'd be like, you have to eat these hot dogs as a regular person has to eat them.
All right, so the total prize pool for the 4th of July hot dog eating contest is $40,000.
That's the total, not the winner.
First place gets 10, second gets 5, third gets 2,500, fourth gets 15, fifth gets 1,000.
6 gets a trip to the hospital.
So he's
that's-
giving up on a $10,000 capped payout
Joey Chestnut,
versus what
His-
sponsorship is paying him.
his appearance fee is $10,000 to $20,000. Joey Chestnut generally travels from Westfield, Indiana, and can be booked for private corporate events, personal appearances,
Corporate events, what you do? Eat a whole bunch of hot dogs
keynote
for you as you
speeches,
count.
or other performances.
Yeah, performances. I'm going to eat a bunch of hot. Hey, everybody, we brought Joey Chestnut. He's a hot dog.
He eats other things than hot dogs. He's one of the better at almost all the different foods.
Oh, wow. Corporate events.
I'm not sure how he does it, like spicy foods, like if he doesn't do the hot foods,
Yeah.
but he does the...
Yeah. Plain. Bland.
Oh, I found it.
And obviously now the impossible foods.
Oh my gosh.
So it says in 2023, Joey Chestnut received $200,000 to participate in Nathan's hot dog eating competition, and overall had a 4-year, $1.2 million offer to continue to compete in the event.
Maybe he just got tired of eating hot dogs. He's like, fuck this. I'll just do a sponsorship.
So if that's the case,
Obviously the corporate gigs aren't paying off.
Impossible had to come with a
more
ton of money,
Yeah.
So
a ton more money.
he's sponsored by AAE Speakers, and they have a whole list of people that you can book. 98 Degrees, the band, $50,000 to $100,000.
The whole band?
Yeah,
The whole band who gets together for these?
yeah, 4 of them, 50 to 100,000. Let's see here. A.G. Lafley, the former chairman and CEO of Procter and Gamble, is 50 to 100,000. I'll just let you know. Aaron
Pass.
Jones, NFL running back, 50 to 100,000.
Triple A Jones.
Same with Aaron Neville, if you would like Aaron Neville. Aaron Paul, the actor.
I guess these are alphabetical.
Yeah, let's pick this list up later.
Going through the A's.
The AAs.
Hold on, by speaking,
Aaron.
5,000 to 10,000. Let's work that way. Let's do that. I would like to that.
You want to know who we might be able to afford?
Or who's on Joey Chestnut's
Level.
Let's see here.
So, Impossible did release a statement saying, "We love Joey and support him in any contest he chooses. It's okay to experiment with a new dog."
Oh, crap. I'm on the wrong page.
Meat eaters shouldn't have to be exclusive just to, and then an ad just popped up. Meat eaters shouldn't have to be exclusive to just one wiener, according to Impossible.
Get out.
They're right, though. I agree with Impossible.
ESPN.
So they're poly hot doggers.
ESPN commented that they are disappointed that Joey will not be participating this year.
I mean, how's he going to win the ESPY now?
The simple fact of the matter is it's the competition's rules that are keeping him out, not Joey.
Correct.
Competition
It's
is the one
Major
who's keeping
League
him.
Eating's rules
They're keeping him
from participating.
getting the proper sponsorships that he wants, so they're keeping him away. This is not Joey's, doing something wrong. It's they don't like the fact that Joey's making money
outside of Nathan's paying him or whatever.
And I know I've said it before in the past, but Nathan's are like the worst hot dogs. I don't know how
I am not a fan.
I don't know how anybody can eat
not a fan
50
of them
hot
either.
dogs of theirs. I can't even finish one.
Yeah, I am not a fan.
Just let you guys know, Abby Lee Miller from Dance Moms is $5,000 to $10,000.
Just stop it. Just stop it.
Now my brain hurts.
He didn't get out of the A's, obviously.
There's a lot of A's in here for $5,000. Anybody want them?
You're a lot of A's.
Thank you.
I think you misspelled that. There's an extra S at the end of the last word.
A's.
Ass.
Oh, I got it now. Okay. Sorry. Jeff, you got some box office news and world reports over there?
Oh, yeah, I should probably hit the button for that.
That would be great.
It's time for Box Office Bombs.
And we actually have a bomb to talk about. Look, I'm on the wrong page. Oh, there's all the stuff we didn't talk about. There we go. Per 411 Mania, where Jason gets half his news from.
That's true.
Just half?
Yeah.
3/4.
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, continues to underperform as the film slid 61% in its third week to gross $4.2 million. Fell out of the top 5. The Mad Max Fury Road prequel prospects for profit are essentially done, with $58.7 million domestically and $144.4 million worldwide against a $168 million budget.
So Fury Road 2 is not coming out, right?
The closing domestic number looks to be around $70 million or so.
If Tom Hardy actually will get on board with it and do it, I imagine it will happen. He's been tied to it, ever since it originally came out, and it's just never happened. So I think if he actually agreed to it, or if they wrote a script that he liked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess when your star says, that's a bad script, I'm not doing it, so they do it anyway.
Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy couldn't muster up enough of an audience.
Has anyone seen it?
No.
No.
I have no desire to.
I
haven't
wasn't a fan
seen
of Fury
Fury
Road.
Road.
Neither was I.
I was bored.
I was not. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Bill Hader's $200,000 live. That's what I like to.
I would pay if I had it to pay.
Bill,
I would pay for Bill Hader.
Virtual, if you want to do virtual, it's $100,000.
I don't.
MS
I
Teams.
Nope. I
You have
want
to have
it.
MS Teams.
I want him in person, and for my $200,000, I want him to do his entire time with us as Stefan from Saturday Night Live.
Christopher Titus, remember him?
No,
Oh my God.
10 to 20,000.
no,
Wow.
just no.
I'm trying to help you guys.
None of this is helping.
Okay, I'm just giving you options.
Anyway, number one at the box office this week in domestically in the U.S., Bad Boys Ride or Die made $56 million in its opening weekend on a $100 million budget.
It's got another week to really.
Yeah, but 56 is pretty good.
it's a big number.
I mean, it's better than anything we've seen so far this year.
Is there a cameo by Chris Rock in that movie?
I doubt it.
Oh.
Probably not.
Any Chris Rock jokes in that movie?
There could
Probably
be.
Any slap jokes in that
Okay,
movie?
enough of that.
Obviously, it's not No Oscar in it.
Boo. Thank you.
Oh, you've labeled those now. You know which one to hit.
I was on the right page.
Oh.
Good job, DJ Fat Fingers.
Coming in at number 2, the Garfield movie made $10 million, a total of $69 million on a $60 million budget.
It's a hit.
We'll see Garfield 2.
Can't wait. Oh, sorry.
Has anyone seen that?
No.
I didn't even know there was a Garfield movie out.
There is now.
Oh,
Someone
I
has
do
been
now.
listening.
It's Chris Pratt.
I was on vacation.
Colin Coward is
All right.
available.
So is this movie called Imaginary Friends or is it called IF?
It's actually called IF, I think.
All right. Because
Well, but that's what if.
I know that's what it stands for, but that's not the title. That's what I'm saying. I mean, the name of the movie was MASH, not Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Oh my God, would you just fucking read the numbers?
Well, whatever the title of this,
So sorry to keep you busy from scrolling on
Eddie
famous
George
people.
is $30,000.
IF
Book
made
him.
another $8 million, a total of $93.5 million on a $110 million budget. It looks like it'll domestically get the budget back probably before it leaves. Watchers made $7 million in its opening weekend on a $30 million budget.
Okay.
And finishing the top 5, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes made another $5.5 million, a total of $150 million on a $160 million budget.
Still need to see it.
Oh, you haven't seen that yet?
No.
Well, it's
Oh,
still in
wow.
the theater, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's surprising.
I mean, you probably should hurry up and go see Furiosa because that's about ready to.
I'll
leave
just
the
get that
theater.
on HBO and get bored with it.
Let's see. Looking at the list Jim sent.
Yeah. Only one of the 2 movies on the upcoming list comes out this week.
Yes.
No.
So the other crappy films that Jim sent, Jim told us Inside Out 2 comes out this week.
So that is a sequel to Inside Out.
All right.
Seeing that this weekend.
Anxiety joins.
Oh, yeah.
And nostalgia.
Why wouldn't they call it Outside In?
embarrassment.
This follows Riley in her teenage years encountering new emotions. Whatever that means.
As she goes through adolescence.
Have you seen Inside Out 1?
I've not.
It's great except for sadness, that fucking bitch.
Sadness is perfect. I think Sadness should have been the star of the movie.
I don't even know what this is about.
It's about the emotions inside people.
I don't even know. I have no emotions. I don't know what you're talking about.
Blake Bot's here. I thought it was Blake
My
already.
God.
We also have coming out a film called Tuesday.
Tuesday is about a mother and her teenage daughter who confront death when it arrives in the form of an astonishing talking bird.
Nice.
Stars Julia Louis-Dreyfus and several other people that I've never heard of.
And a giant talking bird.
Arinze Kane plays the role of Death, and Lola Pettigrew plays Tuesday.
All right. Well, then we'll move on from Tuesday and go straight into Treasure.
Let's see here. Treasure, an American journalist, Ruth, who travels to Poland with her father, Edek, to visit his childhood places. A Holocaust survivor, Edek resists reliving his trauma and sabotages the trip, creating unintentionally funny situations.
Oh, wow.
So they...
The funny Holocaust movie.
Yes.
Is this with Jerry Lewis?
Oh, my God. This is... Everyone's going to love who stars in this. I'll give everyone one guess.
Ariana Grande.
No.
Kevin James.
No.
Blake?
I don't know.
Just say an actress.
Oh, an actress. Anya
an
Taylor-Joy.
No.
Dakota Fanning.
No. Lena Dunham.
Oh, I did see.
So
they answer
nobody
that.
makes the Holocaust funnier than Lena Dunham.
Did she move to Canada?
Maybe this filmed in Canada.
Did she keep her clothes on in this movie?
Well, I mean, I don't know. She
anyway.
might have hit the showers.
Well, I don't know which button to push.
Get out. You're suspended.
Anyway,
This is another week of a lot where we just
So-
continuously
That's right. No Polish jokes.
keep talking about
Bert Blyleven is $5,000 if anybody would like to.
Nobody cares.
He's only on the B's. He is only on the B's.
Well, he went from Aaron to Christopher Titus to Eddie George. Now
he's going back.
He's
He's in a different monetary tier.
I wasn't even listening when he said Eddie George. Eddie George would be cool. I like that.
Yeah, you want to get him?
But anyway, we'll move on to our movies coming out this week and go to Firebrand.
Firebrand. Let's see. Catherine Parr, the sixth wife of King Henry the Eighth, is named regent while the tyrant battles abroad. When the king returns, increasingly ill and paranoid, Catherine finds herself fighting for her own survival.
Did she lose her head?
Yes.
Eddie Marzan, Jude Law, Sam Riley.
God. Really spend $5,000 on Bert Blyleven.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, no.
Is that it? Is that all we have?
No, but my
No, let's
screen
see.
reset.
We also have Treasure.
We just read
Oh, we did just read Treasure. We have Ghost Light.
Oh.
When a construction worker unexpectedly joins a local theater production of Romeo and Juliet, the drama on stage starts to mirror his own life.
Bill Engvall. Is he in this?
Bill Engvall.
Legitimately, no one I've ever heard of.
So it could be Bill Engvall.
What about that Ron guy?
Ron White?
Yeah, Ron White.
Keith Kupferer is the lead.
Oh, I don't know Keith Kupfer.
He's a pretty good comedian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is he?
I have no idea.
Sure.
After Ghostlight on this list, we have The Relentless Patriot.
Let's see here. This is a documentary. American
Jason's favorite. Jason
I
loves
do like
documentaries.
documentaries.
American artist and activist Scott Lobato, 30-year career promoting patriotism through art, is chronicled, detailing challenges faced in his mission to unite Americans via artwork and advocacy.
Yeah, he
Can we talk
fails.
about patriotism, about that wild bull that jumps the
Oh God!
the rodeo? Did anyone see that?
So this
I did not.
This is crazy.
some of the cast that appears in The Relentless Patriot:
Toby Keith.
Bill O'Reilly,
Okay.
Curtis Sliwa, Rudy Giuliani,
Oh.
Donald Trump,
Okay.
Scott Lobato.
Okay.
That's the entire cast.
Oh wow. They had to keep it cheap.
Yeah, I guess they couldn't. They couldn't.
Cheap.
I guess Sorbo was busy.
BJ Novak, $50,000. Not too bad.
Legitimately, I don't fucking care.
Bill Engvall, $50,000.
No.
We're getting him.
We are.
Yeah.
You have $50,000?
No, we'll just give him a check. It'll bounce.
Pay him in Hobie IOUs?
Because that works. Let's see. What else do we have coming out? We have late.
Is that it?
Pick,
No.
pick that Venmo thing where you could switch in case you made an
Latency?
erroneous payment. You can get your money back. That's
right.
Here's 50,000 in Venmo.
Let's see.
Oh,
we
wait,
have
hold on. Get it back.
latency. When Hannah, a professional gamer who suffers from acute agoraphobia, receives new equipment that enhances her game, she begins to wonder if it is reading her mind or controlling it.
Bum, bum, bum.
It's
This
called latency.
this has
That was
this has two cast members in it.
I thought it was
That's it?
a gamer dealing with horrible Wi-Fi.
Sasha Luss and Alexis Wren.
All right.
Okay, we got top 5 now?
No, we got one more movie.
Oh, jeez, oh, please.
Fresh Kills also comes out this week.
Fresh Kills follows the story of the loyal women of an organized crime family that dominated some of the boroughs of New York City in the late 20th century.
Yeah, that could be kind of fun.
Oh, no. It's
Lena
going to be like
Dunham is
the
in
Real
it.
Housewives. That
No,
were-
Lena Dunham's in it. Bill Engvall.
It's going to be
It
the
actually has
the Real
semi-
Housewives who are related to the mafia
Yes.
people.
Mafia wives.
Jennifer Esposito, Annabella
Scoliosis.
Yeah. I recognize her. She was in The Sopranos, I think.
Her back's all fucked up. Oh, yeah, what we got here? Top
I mean,
five?
she took time out of her OnlyFans to make this movie.
Let's
See my
see.
feet.
Coming out this week also, we have Tiger Stripes,
My God, what the fuck?
an 11-year-old girl who is carefree until she starts to experiencing horrifying physical changes to her body.
I bet she turns into a tiger. That would be cool. I want to see this now.
She's a were-tiger.
And then lastly, coming out this week, we have this. Sounds like right up Jason's alley.
Oh, good.
It's a documentary titled "Scab Vendor:
Oh.
The Life and Times of Jonathan Shaw." Born with a silver spoon, Jonathan Shaw chose at the height of his career as a tattoo artist to give up on his celebrity lifestyle in order to escape from his own vicious cycle.
What celebrity lifestyle? I don't even know who this guy is.
Masters.
So this
I watched
stars.
Sync Masters. I don't recognize the name.
So aside from the guy,
Yeah.
Jonathan Shaw, Johnny Depp, Iggy Pop,
Amber Heard.
a bunch of other people that I don't
the guy
know.
that gave Johnny Depp the Winona tattoo?
Yes. I'm sure he is.
That he changed it to Wino?
Yes. Anyways, top 5 music. What we got here?
I got some asshole with Jason's not allowed to talk anymore. Nope, turned him off. He reaches across and starts hitting buttons on my board. Stop it! But anyway, we've got a top. Quit it. I can't read this if you keep reaching over the board when you're not supposed to. Top 5 film franchises we want to see as a TV or streaming series.
Anyways, what's your top 5, Jeff?
Oh, we're starting with me?
Well, yeah.
Let's see. My number
Turn his
5.
microphone back on.
Yeah, mine is.
He reached across. My number 5. Quit it.
Sorry.
I think I'll start with the obvious.
Okay.
Dark Tower. They need to make a Dark Tower TV show to make the movie stop.
I heard the movie was good.
Movie sucks. It needs to be long-term storytelling, long-form storytelling. So, make that a show.
My number 5, Serenity. Make that into a TV show.
I thought about doing that. I thought about listing all these movies that started out as shows.
Serenity. Make it a TV show again. Reboot it. I don't care. Brian, number 5?
Number 5 for me, I will say.
Rocky.
Oscar.
I'm going to say, and well, they've kind of already done that.
What are we doing?
I'm going to say the actual John Wick movies, not like the prequels or the spinoffs.
Make it into a TV show?
Yeah.
Would you have Keanu Reeves in it or recast?
Well, if you could get Keanu Reeves, you
Okay.
get Keanu Reeves.
Just asking. Just asking.
Stop asking stupid questions.
Sorry. Blake, number 5?
Number 5. I Hobie number 5. They're not related. Kind of. They're classic movie franchises. But I put them together because I wouldn't know who to get for the leads of both of these movie franchises.
Okay, what is it?
The James Bond
Okay.
and Pink Panther.
Oh, Steve Martin.
No, Steve Martin.
Oh, definitely not Steve Martin.
Queen
'Cause
Latifah.
how would you replace Peter Sellers? That's my who could you get to who would be nutty enough to play enough characters to do Peter Sellers?
It's a good question.
Well, Steve Martin would be nutty enough to do it. He
Andy
would be
Dick.
Terrible. Andy Dick.
Dane Cook.
Okay, Jason, you're not allowed to talk anymore.
Turn his microphone off again.
Oh, Dane Cook costs
Yeah.
$11,000.
That's right.
Actually, you have to contact him.
Dean
He's
Cook could
dead,
do
right?
James Bond. There you go. No, but who would you get? I wouldn't know who to get. Who would you?
I don't know.
Because obviously, no matter who you get, you're going to piss off a lot of franchise
Frank Caliendo.
fans. You could do all the voices.
I would watch that.
2004 called.
Actually,
I don't care.
Actually, you know what? You wouldn't have to hire any other actors. You just have Frank Caliendo do
true.
them all.
Just make it an animated and he
Yeah.
can just voice them all. Animated James Bond TV show.
Well, there was an animated Pink Panther series, but I'm talking about real life.
Yeah, that was about the actual Panther, not about.
There was a James Bond cartoon series called James Bond Jr. about a teenager.
Yeah, that was shitty.
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
My number 4, I hope he did again, because these kind of go together, even though one's Marvel and one's DC.
Okay.
I would like a Spider-Man or the Dark Knight trilogy era
TV
shows. I know we had Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we had the original campy 60s Batman.
Gotham.
But a real serious Batman series would be nice.
That was an honorable mention for me.
And in Spider-Man, I don't care who
Penguin's
you get.
coming.
I don't care who you get.
The trailer for that looks damn good.
Yes, it does.
That is true, but that's not Batman. That's Penguin.
And that's in the current Batman.
But that's
How many Gotham cops would die per week in a new Batman show?
If you do it right, none.
So Gotham did not do it right.
They only show up to take the bad guys away.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But
Spider-Man can be anything, right? I don't care if it's the current 3 that played him.
Miles Morales.
Or why don't you do an older Spider-Man?
I would throw Miles Morales in there, to be honest.
I know they had the original special TV shows back in the day when they had rope.
Yeah.
For the webs, but obviously it must be better. Technology's there now.
Yeah. Brian, number 4.
Number 4 for me, I will say The Godfather.
Wasn't that The Sopranos?
No.
I know, I'm kidding.
It's not a bad choice. It's interesting.
Godfather, okay. Godfather in the 40s, the 60s, or during the Depression when he was making his...
That's 3 seasons of The Godfather.
There you go. All right.
Time jumps.
There you go.
I was about to say, would you do it
are you doing
in order?
Are you doing young Corleone? You doing Michael Corleone?
You could start from the beginning, like 30s, 40s, do every season as a decade.
Or like Godfather Part 2, where you jump between current time and past.
As long as Sophia is in it.
Sofia Coppola?
Yeah.
She'll be in it.
She can direct it.
Yeah. Number 4 for me is Friday the 13th.
They already did that.
Huh?
They already did
a new
that.
one. A new version of it.
Okay.
Not about reclaiming cursed artifacts?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you could do a long, like a 10-episode season with him hunting the campers and that. I think you could do it in a fun way.
Wow. 10 episodes of him hunting campers. Wow.
Well, they did 10 movies.
Yeah.
Fine, Jason X as a TV series.
In space. Jason in space. The whole thing takes place in space.
With Muppets. Muppets in space. Jason X.
Number 4 for you, Jeff.
Number 4 for me, I'm going to pick Major League.
That's my number 2.
Ooh.
Put it on the board.
Yeah. I could get into that. Is it still the Indians? Or now the Guardians?
I guess it would be the Guardians now.
Yeah.
Or Oakland A's.
I mean, I guess you could pick, a team that sucks like the A's right now. Or the White Sox as bad as they're playing.
Yeah.
Ooh, or Marlins.
Yeah.
Maybe every season you follow a different crappy team.
That's true.
There you go.
I like a good baseball comedy.
And then there'll be one guy who keeps getting traded or signing with the crappy team of that season.
Oh, yeah.
So you got one guy who's the common thread.
Corbin Burnson.
Sure, why not? He's still playing.
Yes.
Darn.
Yeah.
Number 3 for you?
Number 3 for me is Young Guns.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, yeah.
I like that one. Nice job.
I remember they tried to make some Young Guns-ish show. I can't remember what they called it. The Young Riders, I think they called it.
Okay.
It wasn't that good and didn't last too long. But if you actually use the Young Guns and use those characters, I think it'll be better than a hack ripoff.
As still young, or you can call them old guns. Is how they adjust to modernization in the West.
You don't get the same actors back. I don't think Emilio and Kiefer would necessarily be great as Young Guns.
Well, they can make cameos as old guys.
Oh yeah, but they would.
The Young Riders is a fictionalized account of a group of young Pony Express riders based in Sweetwater Station, Nebraska. during the American Civil War. The series premiered on ABC in 1989 and ran for 3 seasons.
Oh, ran that long?
Yeah.
Jeez,
They lost their jobs to the trains.
Starring Stephen Baldwin,
Oh, God.
Josh Brolin,
Wow.
Brett Colin, Travis Fine, Don Franklin, Melissa Leo. There you go.
She's nominated for an Academy Award.
Brett Collins.
68 episodes.
I'm
68.
stunned
Yeah.
there were that many episodes, to be honest.
Yeah. So that was your number 3?
That was my number 3.
My number 3 is The Lone Ranger, modernized version of it. I think you... Or not sorry. A new take on it, sorry. I
I'm
should
about to
say.
say modern.
No.
That would just be Walker,
No,
Texas Ranger.
I got the Dynamite comic book, the whole series, and I love that series. It's great. I think you could do it that way, especially with Yellowstone and all the westerns being popular again on TV. I think you could do a really good Lone Ranger. Number 3 for you, Brian?
Number 3 for me, say Back to the Future.
Oh, okay.
A new adventure every week to go into a different time
Kind of
period.
like Quantum Leap a little bit, but yeah, I like that.
But nothing like Quantum Leap.
Time Bandits.
Kind of like Quantum Leap, except nothing.
But
Correct.
nothing like
I think
Quantum
they
Leap.
just canceled that. Number 3 for you?
What was the time jumping one with the guy and the young boy? And the guy killed himself on set because he took that fake gun with blanks and put it up to his temple, pulled the trigger, and blew his brain out. Still.
That was their... what was that?
Is that Rust?
Oh.
Blake, was your number 2?
Do you know what TV show I'm talking about?
I'm
The-
going to
the
find
young-
it. I'll find it.
The young curly mopped kid.
Yeah, I'll find it. Hey, Chris Penn was in Young Riders.
Oh, cool. All right.
You're still on Young Riders?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So it's me. Number 3. I would like to see Peg, Frost, and Wright, a Cornetto trilogy kind of TV series,
Okay.
other than Spaced. And then,
John Eric Hexum.
yeah, but what was the show?
Cover Up.
No, it wasn't Cover Up.
That's what I got.
I don't know. I never saw the show. I didn't know anything about it until we
That's
talked
what
about it
Jason's
once
got,
on
so it's
this.
got to be Cover Up.
I'll find it for you.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I'm looking for it. Blake, keep going with your show.
They're dressed like pirates.
That's got to be Cover Up.
No, it's not Cover. All right,
Hexum
so
shot himself in the head playing with a prop gun on the set of Cover Up TV show.
Yeah.
He did consider the blanks to be dangerous.
was it called Cover Up?
Well, apparently it was.
I'm gonna have to IMDb that while we come back around because I'll keep it going. I would like to see not the Amazon series, but a Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings TV series, long version.
Why not? Because there's so much more to explore.
There is.
Oh, Jesus.
There's a lot in the books that were still left out.
It would get signed for 5 seasons, and he would make it into 12.
Guaranteed employment.
That's right.
That's how you guarantee employ. We signed you for 5. Yeah, I got 12.
Okay, so that was... What number was that for you?
2.
2.
Your number 2, Brian?
My number 2, The Fast and the Furious.
Thought that would be your number 1. If
Nope.
I had to guess.
Too fast. Too furious. My number 2 was Major League.
My number 2 is Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to see some sort of, Greek heroism, long form storytelling. And yeah, maybe even from season to season you go and to different heroes or whatever to follow around with the gods playing their little games with them. I think that would be kind of cool.
Okay. Number 1?
My number 1 is Groundhog Day.
Oh, that would be fun.
Just every episode is just another day where he tries something different than he did the previous day.
Okay.
It writes itself.
Ned. My number 1 is Jurassic Park, but it's a working park, and it's kind of like Westworld, except you don't have sex with the dinosaurs. But
You have sex with dinosaurs in Westworld?
Yeah. But you kind of control the park, and they just show you the day-to-day functions of it, and then it starts getting more and more out of control. They can't handle it. I think you could do a really good series with it. So that's my number 1. Number 1 for you?
Number 1 for me, I'm going to Hobie it. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say The Expendables
Okay.
or Rambo.
Rambo could work.
I mean, they could do Rocky 2, but I mean,
I think Rambo could work well.
I think an Expendables and or Rambo series would be.
Rambo could be really good because not only would you have the action, but you could actually delve into the mental issues with it that the first one did. Number one for you, Blake?
Number one for me, I know they did a young Indiana Jones, but I like an older Indiana Jones, more along the lines of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Okay.
I really thought you were going to say Cover Up.
Cover Up. Yeah.
Like the Librarians.
Before we get to our honorable
Or
mentions,
Friday the 13th.
we had some listeners send in theirs. Nick Mayer. He had Smokey and the Bandit. I want to see the origin story for the Bandit and Snowman.
That would be interesting.
Lego, but dives into different theme sets each season. Hobie'd it. Iron Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Too much material in the comics not to use. I like that. Guardians of the Galaxy, just because I enjoyed the shorts a lot. I did too. Shorts were fun. James Bond, but at the end of every season, although he completes his mission, he dies. And a new agent is sworn in at the beginning of the next season. I like that one. I like that. Steve from Everything I Learned from Movies.
Everything I learned from movies.
Big Trouble in Little China, but shot like The Office, focusing on the Wing Kong exchange with mystical martial arts staff ruining their workday. Ghostbusters, but starring Nathan Fillion as Peter Venkman, Kevin James as Ray Stantz, James Spader as Egon, and Terry Crews as Winston. Zedmore as young college professors in their 50s just trying to start a small ghost-busting business in modern setting.
I would watch that every day.
I'm giving Steve props so far.
I like that one. Crank. Chef
Yes.
Chelios dies at the end of every episode, but he's a Highlander.
Yes. Only if they get
Jason
Statham and Amy Smart.
Oh, Dune, just to see it when it gets weird.
Okay, no.
Mad Max, to prepare for it. It's happening.
The inevitability.
Yeah. Let's see here. We had from Dev. Sci Guy. Planet of the Apes. That could be fun. Mad Max. Back to the Future. Beverly Hills Cop. The movie's coming out soon. And, oh, jeez. Paul Blart.
Yes. That would be a fun TV show.
Would it?
That would be a fun TV show.
I think I would probably miss it every week.
Randall Holt at RJ Holt 666.
He's not evil.
He's just handled like my brother.
Number 5, Flintstones. Number 4, Pokemon.
God.
I think Randall understood the assignment.
Number 3, Scooby Doo. Number 2, Charlie's Angels. Number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Thanks, Randall.
I would love to see all of those TV shows as movies.
They were all movies.
All right.
Every single one of them had a movie
Jason, you're partially right.
or more.
That's true.
It was John Hexum, but it wasn't from Cover Up. It was his time on Voyagers.
Well, he was on Voyagers, but he did it on the set of Cover Up.
I
He was
thought
getting
when he was
bored
on
with the-
Voyagers.
No, I
that's
just
why
read it.
I thought that's why Voyagers.
Well, if it's on the internet,
canceled.
it's got to be true.
He was getting bored with the time delays on the set, so he decided to play Russian roulette with blanks.
On Cover Up?
Yes, he was a CIA agent posing as a male model.
I thought all right, so I thought that's why Voyagers stopped but okay,
Well, it
maybe
might
it was
have
just the
been.
guy from Voyagers.
I mean,
It was John Eric Hexum.
he might have still been doing Voyagers when he filmed that and pulled the trigger.
True. That's why I'm confused. I don't know.
Okay, moving on.
I had an honorable mention.
Okay, go ahead.
The Never-Ending Story.
Ah,
Since you're not allowed to end it,
I gotcha.
just keep going on and on. And
This is the song that does. Brian, you got anything else?
I think that the Hunger Games would be a good TV series.
I agree with you on that. That could work.
I completely forgot about that. And I even saw the last 20 minutes of the newest
the snakes and
songbirds or
yeah.
whatever.
They just announced another a fifth. I believe that's the
Book.
fifth book and
Book/movie.
It'll
Book
be
comes out next year, and the movie the year after, I think.
Yep, and that'll be another prequel focusing on Haymitch.
Yes.
So Woody Harrelson's. It'll be like the year that he won the Hunger Games.
Spoiler alert.
So
But yes.
Yeah, I think that would be.
Yeah,
that
'cause,
could
like,
be
every season would just be the next year's Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Or just jump around. You don't even have to go in order.
right.
Just do whatever season seems interesting. And it sounds better than doing a 2 to 4 hour movie.
Yeah. It was John Hexum. It was on Cover Up. He was on Voyagers, but that's not why it got canceled.
Bill Bellamy's $20,000 for a speaking arrangement.
Well, you know, I
Get
wanted,
out of the bees. Read
I
more
wanted-
of the list, dummy.
I wanted to beat the Psy guy to the correction to next week. So there you go.
How many Williams can we get, Jason?
18.
You're not even listing them.
No. Okay. You guys, bad idea of the week. Number 1801. Bringing back Adolf Hitler.
Why is it so low? I think it's Major League Eating.
Well, it's
Their rules. The rules of
rules of Major
yeah.
League
Yes,
Eating.
the
I was gonna
rules
say,
of Major League
the
Eating.
rationale of bringing Hitler back would be the same rationale the guy is like, I want to prove that Jason's dead, so I'm going to dig him up during a lightning storm.
Oh, digging up Jason during a lightning storm.
Yeah,
Is
or that
what
could be.
201.
Okay, there you go.
I don't know. Just
Okay. Anyways, thanks everybody for listening. Let's do some titles for the show.
Because if you bring back Jason, people are going to die. You bring back Hitler, people are going to die. That's the way it works, man.
What's titles for the show?
I only had 2 things.
Okay.
You smell like dog treats and nothing like Quantum Leap.
Brian? I had nothing. I didn't have a pen and paper to write down. Is it a pen?
Brian smells like dog treats. It's an irritating day.
That's all we got.
That's all I wrote down.
All the good ones we did before you got here, Jason. If you wrote them
What's the
down,
other ones?
if you were here to write them down, we'd
Sorry.
have plenty to choose from.
Besides dog treats, what's the other one?
Nothing like Quantum Leap.
Oh.
That's what I had.
Okay, smells like dog treats it is.
Or Friday the 13th, 11, Jason versus Hitler.
No.
Yeah,
Who's worse, Jason or
we
Hitler?
established we're not putting Hitler in the title of any of our shows. Hitler or Nazis are not.
The only other one that I think we could probably go with is I can't wait to masturbate and sleep in Rockstar style.
Smells like dog treats it
All right.
is.
There's 2 rock star style. There you go.
No.
Thanks
If
everybody
you
for
don't have
listening.
the first part
Yeah, that's
of
right.
it, then
Thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see
yeah,
you
I'm
next
sorry, everyone.
week. Roger says.
We were great until Jason showed up.
That's the title.
We were great until Jason showed up.
Jason, change approved. Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. Not so bad, there's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. History of bad ideas. Podcast.
You are listening to a Hobie.